Connections. If you open the instrument, you can see the motherboard. There, the terminal boards of the connection are housed. Let's take a closer look at them. In the first terminal board, you can find, from left to right, the two RS485 serial ports that are directly mounted on the board, and then 5V DC power supply. The two RS585 serial ports are connected to two wires and allows the connection of up to 32 instruments to a master unit. On the side, you can find the two connectors for optical fiber cables. They have different colors and the letters are printed on them in order to differentiate them. The gray connector with the letter R is the receiver. The black connector with the letter T is the transmitter. On the left of the connectors for optical fibers cable, you can find the dedicated terminal board for the logic outputs. Starting from the first terminal, you can see logic output 1 and the successive outputs up to logic output 6, as well as last output, that is the common output. The logic outputs are connected to photorelay and opto-isolated. Their operation logic can be set up using a specific menu. Next terminal board is the littlest one and is the dedicated terminal board for the two logic inputs. The first terminal is input 1, the second one is input 2, and the third one is the common input. In order to activate the two-function connector, 7 to 24V DC external power supply, the common input must be connected to the negative pole of the same power supply. The last terminal board is used for the connection of the load cells. Up to 4 load cells, 350 ohm, can be connected in parallel. Supply voltage is 3.3 VCC. The display of the cells must be connected to the terminal 1. Last two terminals are used for the second cell if a special software is present that foresees dual channel function. Operating range of the instrument from -3.9 mV per volt to 3.9 mV per volt. The terminal board is protected against temporary short circuits. Don't forget to follow us through our social media campaigns and access our site pavonesistemi.com.